Okay, so as we discussed the position it's set up, ball position for me, as we can see, was getting a little bit too far forward, so outside that left heel. And what it was actually doing now is, again, creating your shoulders aiming left of target. Okay, you can see your hands now nearer your left leg. Everything's a little bit more this sort of lead side, and just as a result of that, as you come into the golf ball, you're pulling across the golf. You're actually hitting a straight shot to the line of your shoulders. If you then try to adjust that by moving your body in the swing, the club could often bottom out a little bit early, catch top of the ball. You get the impression you lifted your head, and therefore you might try to keep your head down. But you can see when you swing this golf club here now, because you're swinging and trying to almost hit it out to tie that right side of your head down, sort of moving back just a little bit onto that right side. The head's not definitely lifting. If anything, it's moving this way. So we're now moving the sort of centre part of our swing to here rather than being over the ball. And if we've got two sort of issues there, your head going this way and the ball going that way, trying to get your sternum over the golf ball, it's going to be difficult. So you're going to catch top of the ball at best. If you do get the ball sat up on a bit of grass maybe, you'll get a good strike, but just pull it left. So when the ball's on the mat there, nice light, we just pull in them, okay? So we can see now getting that ball position just back a fraction, using that club there to help, obviously, but that's a much better position for me now, just back of that left heel. Everything looks a bit more in front of you and more neutral. So as we swing now, when that club comes back to the golf ball, we can see we're catching the golf ball now. The club is still tracking down slightly, using the loft of the golf club. Yeah, a little bit. And again, the swing change, this is the sort of swing issue we're going to talk about. The setup changes, okay, easy to make. It's a static move, and you could do that pretty much like that. It helped you then if you make a slight issue with the swing going back a bit, we still hit a reasonable shot. So what it's done now by changing your setup, it's improved your bad shot. Your bad shot before was topped or pulled. Now your bad shot will be slightly lower as that last one was. Yeah. Straightish, 120, 130, not the one you flushed that went 150. But if that's a bad shot, it's an easier way to play. You're not going to be getting the big numbers on the golf course or blobbing on stable foot, okay? Because ultimately when we swing to the golf ball, what we'd like to see, I think long term, and we'll get this now with the swing, that foot starting to move a little bit more and that hip and knee coming out a little bit more if we can. Because in actual fact, if your shoulders, we can see, have rotated as much as they have, okay, if we look at your top half of your swing there now, that's a very, very full movement, very good swing. If we look in relation to that, it looks like a small chip shot you're trying to do there. Yeah. And that's putting a lot of pressure on that back knee there. A lot of people think, oh, I don't want to move that position, it's going to hurt. But the more you stay back this right foot, you're spiralling up there to the top. Yeah, just allow it to release. Now, what you often find people try and do that, they then kick the right knee in, and then they really start losing balance, okay? I think with a bit of practice, more practice swings rather than the ball being there, just allow that foot to just start rolling off the ankle towards the target there, okay? It's never going to go from where it is there, David, to sort of off on its toe sort of way. But if we can just start rolling it bit by bit, so it sort of starts getting a bit more this way, and then eventually it'll get a bit more increase. And again, I'll give you some drills where we can practice that move, so you can go away and you can just think, okay, what does it feel like when this knee moves better? And hopefully take a lot of stress off that knee. Okay? Does that all make sense, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect, good stuff.